but here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And the Bearcats will hustle to the line. They try to pop a run on the draw. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offense.
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. So Delaware's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They'll run it from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Blue Hens. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And off from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's got him. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Blue Hens have taken it inside the 20. On the move. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. Okay, ready? The corners are walked up tight. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Picks up the 1st down. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Delaware. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bearcats want to move quickly. The inside handoff. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. Inside the 45. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Delaware! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. The tag, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Delaware.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Snagged in the middle. It's Figueroa. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. This offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Special teams coming through. The 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, punt, David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. There he goes. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Figueroa. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And some room to work. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville.
The Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Still on his feet at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Sends it back in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Blue Hens looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're going to ride this running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Delaware. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
The Blue Hens in a good spot here with second and short. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the option. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
The give to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Delaware.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
To the air on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Oh, the hops. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on first and goal?
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback making checks. Gets the back moving. Gonna sling it on second down. Touchdown, Delaware! Fit it in the window for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Keeps it himself and gets to first. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Hens! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Boise State is just getting blown off the field right now on that Smurf turf, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to New Mexico. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to...
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Now on the option. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And the Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run, and they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
And that is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Here's a hit. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Now they'll run the draw. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.